Whether it's just for kicks or strictly business, what we formulate will leave your mind senseless. What's formulating? What's formulating? What's formulating? What's formulating?
I hustle so I live fast, you sit around waiting. That's why we walk up to each other like, what's formulating? What's formulating? What's formulating? What's formulating? My actors of intelligence, I'm so ill when I act. You'll die by contact, heart attack like a Big Mac. Living my life, your time's just a waste. Until tell you doc, I have no patience, I quit waiting. I'm living life in the fasting cause that's the quickest way to the stars. But my highway's way too high, so I speed on Mars, flow of the future, but far from science fiction. Physically ahead of my time, but mentally past my existence, which means I'm mastermind, planning 3 moves ahead of time. You couldn't predict my next move if it could fast forward then rewind. I feel the music in my system and not the one that's bumping. The lyrics on my butt from my heart to the day it's not pumping. We stunning the whole crowd like stretched out hands that pale, like when everybody saw Rich Franklin knock out Chuck Liddell. Like 2 Frankensteins in a lab when we collaborating. Joe 5'11" and Troy Smith was formulating.
Whether it's just for kicks or strictly business, what we formulate will leave your mind senseless. What's formulating? It's formulating. It's formulating. It's formulating.
I hustle so I live fast, you sit around waiting. That's why we walk up to each other like, what's formulating? What's formulating? What's formulating? What's formulating?
You wanna know what's cooking? I'll tell you what's formulating. We creating a conversation bigger than any constellation. What we contemplate and form inside our heads are unpredictable, but don't ask us to change our ways cause what we do is habitual. And we coming up from the bottom trying to make it to the top, but it's hard when there's so many antagonists in our plot, and we don't listen to them and let them get inside of our thoughts. Cause look where we at, still planting seeds in every line and growing crop. And once your earways open to hear what we formulated in sound waves, you'll feel like you're blazed. It'll leave your mind feeling dazed. And listeners, here's I'm destroying each and every opponent, cause most of them are just rappers and I'm a devoted poet. Our verses are like scary movies, so hold on to your seat. You wouldn't know what was coming next even if we told you the next scene. Like 2 great minds I think alike in the lab collaborating. Trey Smith and Joe Fife was formulating. Whether it's just for kicks or strictly business, what we formulate will leave your mind senseless. It's formulating. It's formulating. It's formulating. It's formulating.
I hustle so I live fast, you sit around waiting. That's why we walk up to each other like, what's formulating? What's formulating? What's formulating? What's formulating? I'm in this game for life, so I come strong when I play. Your strategy is too weak, you only last 14 days.
So if you think what we formulated is nothing further than false, pick up the new album and listen to the song called I Am Big.
I'm overlapping all the others in this race, pick up the pace. Better notify your Facebook that this is my space.
Feel like I'm a king even though I ain't got a golden covered body, cause I'm top ranked like I was a black belt in karate.
If you're mad at what I say, don't act like you ovulating. I'm just trying to bleed out the matter of us formulating.
I feel like I'm in a cage and I'm sick and tired of waiting. In an attempt to let me free, I told you what's formulating.
The crowd feels what I say, they don't understand you like a list.
You couldn't win this fight, I'm the new karate kid like Jaden Smith. I feel I'm better than most of these rappers, whether or not that's what you envision.
But when you turn on the radio, you see I had no competition.
Whether it's just for kicks or strictly business, what we formulate will leave your mind senseless. It's formulating. It's formulating. It's formulating. It's formulating.
I hustle so I live fast, you sit around waiting. That's why we walk up to each other like, what's formulating? What's formulating? What's formulating? What's formulating?
You warriors are good. Real good.